he got into a car crash and his nose, everything just changed, I guess, kind of whatever. So if you look at him between episode 4 and 5, he looks different. So there's theories out there on it.
It's just why.
I know.
We must have Mark Hamill for ourselves.
Brandon, Matthew McConaughey impression, go. You don't know Matthew McConaughey?
He did this last week. Same McConaughey.
I know the Batman person.
Wait, did I ask him to do McConaughey?
Yeah, the same exact Matthew McConaughey. And then Brandon's like, who the fuck is it?
I know the Batman actor.
Is this the same conversation?
Yeah, it's the same conversation.
I'm having flashbacks now. Deja vu.
Yeah.
Okay, so on the way here, I had a long night of editing. I worked, and then I got home and edited for hours, and then I went to bed. And then we found out today I was an idiot, and during my editing, I deleted half the fucking project. But we got it back with more effort. Another hour. But so
be on the lookout for Mini Minds coming soon. A great video.
Oh yes, and be sure to like and subscribe to the Empty Minds as
never did
well.
remember
It'll be up probably already, right?
Is that the drinking?
Should be,
Oh,
hopefully.
you like to go check it out. Mini Minds on YouTube. It's drink taste testing.
Oh, yeah.
And it took us a while to set that up.
No, the last one we did was charades.
Because
then before that, it was Pictionary.
The last one was charades, but I don't know
you gotta hold
similar.
You gotta hold the mic.
Yeah, well, we recorded them all in the same day. We recorded like 3 or 4 in the same day.
Okay, that could be why then.
Yeah,
because the shirt I'm wearing now, I was like, I was wearing that.
Yeah, what happened was when we recorded the first Mini Minds back, Mini Minds behind the scenes here. Before, when we recorded the first one, I brought 4 different shirts for the 4 different videos. Ooh. Then the third one, I didn't give a fuck because I was like, fuck, who cares?
We didn't.
I wore the same shirt.
And you know what? In these 2 videos recording, I'm going to be dressed differently.
I like that you made us look bad because you're changing shirts, creating an illusion.
I said to bring shirts.
And we're all wearing the same.
Well, actually, the funny thing was you guys are at home. Just change shirts and you didn't.
And we're all sweaty.
I didn't even think about it though the whole time. Then afterwards, I was like,
more sweaty. You know what? When I'm watching Mini Minds daily, I never think
as you should.
I never think that it's recorded all in the same day. I think it's like way separated.
Well, what we did actually was that for a while we did this. So it's like we record. What happened was we decided to record a big bank of Mini Minds videos. So we recorded 7 of them. So what me and Christian did was that we bumped them around. So it's like we did one where we're wearing one clothes and one where we're wearing the other.
Our videos are based off our outfits.
Well, that's the thing is that we wanted to make it seem like
nobody's going to notice the outfits either.
We change clothes. So yes, please, whoever's watching, go to Mini Minds. We're going to leave a link in the description. Go there. Please follow us. It's doing really well. We just hit 150 subs. 150 subs. That's a celebration. Celebration is at hand. And the video is doing swimmingly.
That's right.
Like 800 views, 80 likes, crushing it. So then the new one coming out, drink tasting. The one after that, Newlywed Game.
Drink taste testing.
2 versions of Newlywed Game. Please go watch it.
That's right. Go.
But because of all this, I needed caffeine, which I only drink when I'm tired. I don't just drink it every day because it's only when I'm really tired. So I go, and of course, I'm a little fucking saucy bitch. And I decide to get the ice cap, the pistachio white ice cap from Tim Hortons. So I go and I get it. And it's got the whipped cream on top, right? This is for the story. So I go and I'm at a red light, and I notice that the whipped cream's on the lid.
Oh.
So then it's like I lick it, and then I like it's hard to do. So then it's like I start licking the straw. And then I look over and this old man's staring at me. And then I realize I'm holding this thing with 2 fingers.
What?
And I'm like,
oh no.
And he's just horrified watching me lick the whipped cream off this straw. I'm in the car. Eyes are closed because I'm scared of being poked by the straw. So I'm just...
your eyes are closed. Yeah, it makes it quite more worse.
Bad. And I had it because it was hard to do. So there's whipped cream on my face, and I'm just.
Wait, when did this happen? Is that why you had whipped cream in your beard?
Yeah.
Just
how dare you?
Evidence. It's
behind the scenes. Yeah.
You made a mess. You're all over it. You were double handing. No.
That's why I had to double hand because I was making a mess.
Okay. Trouble aiming.
How dare you? So this old man was either really horrified or super horny.
Oh yeah.
But he was staring. Can
I can imagine.
So
yeah.
this was me. And then I see him and I'm like, no, I'm like both hands.
You keep having Seinfeld moments. That's the whole like the pick episode.
Oh yeah, where he's picking his nose.
Yeah, where it looks like he is, but he isn't. And he's like, no.
No, I've just had moments where I'm just like,
that thing is like, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
I've had moments where I'm like singing or rocking out, and then I'll like look, and then someone's like looking at me smiling, and I'm just like, oh fuck.
Because I
never
can't hear the music.
I like summer, windows down, music blasted. I'm singing as loud as I fucking can. I have the best fucking times. They're called car concerts.
What if it's like
buy tickets?
Like I'm a Barbie girl, and you're like,
I don't.
fucking
I won't even
out.
care. I won't even care. You know why? Because you catch the right audience with their windows down. I've had like people drive by and they're just. It's like I make their day
It's
because
just a
they're like,
music
"Oh, this
video.
guy's fucking having. Look at like we're stuck in traffic. It's hot. It's gross, and this guy's just having the time of his life." Like the funniest thing was I was doing this on the ride home after work. I had no AC in the car. It's like plus 35 degrees. I'm fucking sweating, so I got the windows down. And the people pass me, and I'm just a disheveled mess. And they're like right beside me. Well, I don't know. Well, I said they passed me. They're right beside me, and I'm just a disheveled mess, sweating. But I'm singing my heart out, and then I see them, and they're laughing at me. I remember I saw this old man when I was singing "Dion's the Wanderer." A lot of old men this episode. We started with Biden and this old man, and the next old man, and I was singing "Dion's the Wanderer," and he just looked at me like, "Yeah." Like this younger guy. I was younger at the time. I was probably like 28. He's like, this younger guy's got fucking balls.
So we got many things to talk about. You got any well, did you tell us a story actually? Do you have any more stories?
Oh, there's always more stories. But
Okay,
you know
but
what? Let's get into a little bit of the potatoes.
I don't know, should we get into this right away? Why not? I guess so. Daredevil.
Daredevil.
Daredevil came out 2 weeks ago. Daredevil Born Again. I think most of us seen it. I don't know, Brandon, if you've seen it or not.
Yeah, there's 3 episodes out now.
Well, we can talk about episode 1.
Did you watch the Netflix series?
You didn't watch 2 episodes, like the 2 episode premiere?
Well, honestly,
I got halfway through the second.
That factors in though, because like a lot of the viewership on Daredevil Born Again is kind of low. And apparently even the Netflix show may not have been as popular as we thought. They never released the numbers, so I don't know. There's a lot of contributing factors, but Born Again, first 2 episodes, actually first 3 episodes are out now. What did we all think about it?
I think it's all right.
Think it's all right.
It's just like the Netflix show, literally the same thing. There hasn't been like a dramatic, really amazing moment yet where you've seen like Punisher do really fucking amazing things.
Yeah.
I like that you bring up Punisher. Daredevil show.
Yeah.
There's a couple of times where Punisher doesn't.
That's kind of true. There's no like Daredevil moment for me. It's
like in the original
that fight scene in the first episode is pretty sick.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad.
It's all right,
Daredevil, Bullseye's killing people. Daredevil's trying to save them. It's a really cool scene.
Yeah, like
if you dissect
that is something I do like that a lot about it.
It was like a 5-minute fight scene.
It is way too early to really judge the show overall and compare it, which is like I guess it should be compared because it's like.
But I just think that the ratings in terms of that, like I feel like ratings in general for everything are just down now for TV shows and movies. Like what TV show?
Maybe
is like insanely high in views compared to like
I'll get to that.
Friends still apparently.
Really? There is something but I'll get to that after we talk about Daredevil
because like The Walking
bit.
Dead got over 20 million an episode.
Okay.
Around season 5. That's fucking insane. And Game of Thrones is around the same thing. Like when those shows peaked.
TV was at its height. Walking Dead, Breaking Bad, Game of Thrones. Like TV was popping off.
Apparently everybody is watching Reacher. Because I guess I'll get into that right now. Reacher is now the most watched TV show on Amazon Prime.
Wait, what is Reacher?
Reacher, it's actually, I watched season 1, a little bit too. Great show. Imagine just some like Reacher, Alan Richardson. He's like 6'5". He's just like a badass, but he's a Captain America kind of guy. He's like a good heart. So he's solving problems. And I don't know. He's just like I don't know. He's got agent. I got that fucking Riz. I guess I don't know, but
Snake.
But I just want to say because you mentioned viewership, Daredevil first 2 episodes after like 7 days or no 5 days was 7.9 million views. And that's lower than Agatha all along, and it's about the same as something else. It's not what they want for a Daredevil show. It should be like double that for Daredevil.
But also,
Like the hype that was on Daredevil, season 3 of season specifically of this Reacher show, 50 fucking million. So, and that's over like a couple more days added, but Daredevil would not catch up to that. Reacher season 3 is getting insane views. I should cover that on Film Tyrant. Because holy fuck.
the 50 million, that seems very like, I don't know how they're counting the views then, because that's too fucking high. Like,
No, it is their number one show, so it makes sense for it to be kind of high, right?
Okay, I swear, Amazon. I'm not surprised if it's not the most subscribed streaming service. It like comes with your Amazon subscription.
yeah.
So
right.
many people have Amazon, so they check this shit out.
It's a bit more
And
accessible.
it's a good show, and they promote it like on their site. Like, boom, it's right there.
Mhm.
And guy's handsome. He's on the fucking thing. 6'5". Women watch it.
They got a very
Guys
simple
watch it.
premise, and like
Yeah,
said,
it's
there's
almost
a lot
like
of demographics.
because for me, like females, like
Guys want to be him.
females, guys, whatever. But I find like on the female side, they love like procedurals, and it's kind of like that.
Yeah.
You know, it kind of follows that fun little thing. But then guys like the secret agent action. Well, girls like that shit too. But I'm just saying, like demographic wise.
Basically, this he's like the Punisher, pretty much, but he's like he's a nicer version, but he'll still like break your legs.
Yeah, he's calm,
He's
cool,
like, yeah,
collected,
it's cool.
tough guy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, so he's popping off on the show.
He's
They're
yeah.
really good at Amazon. Like I said, I think it's just because you get this subscription. Everybody has Amazon, even if it has ads. People don't care that much.
Mhm.
I do. I care so much on YouTube. Holy fuck, do I care about having a YouTube Premium?
So,
That subscription.
because like Prime is like what, $8 a month or something,
Yeah.
and then
I can check
Netflix is like $20-$25 a month. So it's a big fucking difference.
I know. Yeah. And Disney
But also-
Plus, you still get ads. You got to pay for it.
And they're losing so many subs. Disney Plus.
Amazon's
So-
crushing it. The
Yeah.
Boys, Invincible. Did you want to
Yeah.
speak about Invincible?
Oh fuck, yeah, that was amazing. I didn't actually watch the last episode yet because I mean, I don't know if the character dies. I have no idea, but we
Did
have.
you watch any of it?
I've seen scenes of like the actual fight.
Like you said, it's
Well, just because
incredible.
people like fucking show
Oh, I
me
know.
stuff, and
Somebody
I saw
was-
the ending
I
scene.
watch stream. The Den of Nerds says it's like the most incredible thing ever.
Did you see what
Really-
Netflix gave the finale?
Oh
Netflix?
no,
4 out of 10.
Wait, Netflix?
Oh, Netflix. IGN.
Netflix.
no, IGN.
Netflix just hating their competitor.
Yeah.
I know. That's what I thought. I was like, what the fuck?
Like what? Disney Plus is like, that's kind of shitty. 2 out of 10.
Yeah.
Right before Daredevil.
Yeah. Watch Daredevil instead. It's better.
No, IGN. I saw people saying like, "Oh, you're fucking stupid. You just
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
hate baiting or whatever the word is for like you're trying to get being clickbaity by hating."
Mm.
I think it's fucking stupid because their point was that the character Conquest came out of nowhere. There was no discussion about him all season, nothing or whatever. Came out of nowhere, and the season ends on something totally unrelated, and it's almost just like a Glenn and Negan.
I can understand that a little
thing,
bit, but
and like-
I haven't seen the episode. Maybe I wouldn't care if I watched it. Because I know in the comic books, or even actually in the show, he was warned like, "Hey, there's going to be a Viltrumite coming to Earth, take it over." And I guess that happens just in this episode, very randomly at the end.
Yeah,
But isn't that a setup for a villain in the next season?
I don't know if he dies in
I
this.
think Conquest. No, he must be. Well, honestly, I guess spoilers. Some people can survive very, very brutal beatings, so maybe don't go back. I don't know.
Yeah, but a lot of people
Because
are.
I thought he was like, oh, sorry. Go ahead, babe. You cut this.
Oh, you can go. I'm just type this in.
Because I thought he was like, wait, I don't want to see it.
You don't want to see it?
No, I'd watch it. I want to watch the
Oh.
season.
Well, I just want to show the. There's like a
You want to watch the end? I
No.
can't. I don't want to see it. Do I leave?
no. There's a. Fuck. Where is it?
Right.
No, it's not the actual episode.
Okay,
Or
yeah,
anything.
because I thought he was supposed to be like the biggest, hardest villain.
He's supposedly like the second strongest Viltrumite available out of like their planet.
Okay, yeah, because I'd rather watch how this all unfolds. But yeah, maybe he's still alive. Hopefully,
Yeah, I don't know.
it seems
No.
like a cool villain to set up.
No,
But-
so from what I saw
Okay,
though,
well.
was they actually just showed like Jeffrey Dean Morgan recording the lines,
Oh yes.
And like, oh my god, it's Negan. Like, it's so fucking the way he's delivering the lines. It's just like,
I know. I saw that too, and I was
it's
like, "This
insane.
is Negan. How is it not going to feel like it in the episode?"
and then you have Glenn talking, basically.
That's
So
really funny. Actually,
like-
it is kind of like revenge, but
As made by Robert Kirkman. Like, I know it was all
he knew
intentional.
what he was doing.
Conquest pulls out a bat.
And everyone was saying, "Oh, it's the rematch, this and that," and like there was just a lot of excitement because it was just like, "Holy fuck, this
And-
is so cool!"
That's why they did it.
Yeah,
Like it gets you talking. It gets people like, oh, this is cool. And you know what? It's not out of place.
yeah.
It's like he's a character that came in. He can have whatever voice he wants.
Mhm.
Like that's cool. Because obviously not the same character.
Yeah.
But it's like they got people talking, which that's the point. That's the same reason with The Boys. Like they brought the whole cast of Supernatural in. Why?
Yeah.
Because it gets people talking. It gets like this fandom to come in and check out the show. It's very smart. What Amazon's
smart.
doing, I think, for the shows, very smart.
I don't know what they're doing with Reacher because I haven't seen season 3, but goddamn.
They don't need to do anything. That guy's fucking build and his fucking
And one thing
sexy
I was going
face
to bring
sells.
up last week was that Alan Richardson, the guy who plays Reacher, has said that you don't even have to pay him to play Batman in the DC thing. So,
Well,
obviously we get paid, but like that, she's showing interest, right?
well, if he wants to stay on that, come on the empty mind and just please.
See,
We
I
got
would-
Batman.
I
we
would
could
say
talk
that's
about it.
true about Amazon,
We'll give him a
but
costume.
Amazon has also like really fucked up a lot. Like Lord of the Rings is fucked up.
Yeah.
What else is fucked
To
up?
think that
Like
Reacher
Fallout's
beat
very successful
that.
though. But-
Yeah.
overall, like they're
Well, yeah, but they got one stink.
honestly, I would rather be sub to Amazon Prime because of like Invincible, the other shit. they have,
Yeah.
versus Disney Plus, which is like I begrudgingly like fucking watch Daredevil with ads.
What was the
It's
James?
awful, even though I'm not.
There's a
paying
James
for
Bond thing that they're trying to do.
Yeah.
Prime went to them and wanted to do a James Bond spin-off on a character. And I guess someone from the Broccoli family was just like, oh, that's fucking stupid. Don't whatever. And then Bezos,
Jeff
whatever his name,
Bezos.
he was just like, I don't know what it's going to
Brandon?
take, but
Oh, yeah.
get her far away
No,
from
she's
or whatever.
Yeah, it was exactly that. I don't know what you. I don't care what you got to do. Get rid of her, and that's what Jeff Bezos said about
But I,
the broccoli lady, whatever,
yeah,
who owned kind of James
I
Bond.
disagree how she's running James Bond in general because holy fuck. But that's
But
been enough
why?
idea. Well, just because like she doesn't allow anything to be done with James Bond, but I also like that because what Jeff Bezos was saying was
Who are you, Brandon?
I don't know what his name is.
You don't know Bezos.
Bezos. Okay.
That's so. It's so weird to me that he doesn't know that. Like,
He's
I think that's common knowledge. Like
I don't-
Zuckerberg. You know, Zuckerberg.
yeah, Zuckerberg.
They're
Blaming
the
your-
same guy.
PlayStation 360, whatever that is.
Yeah, Elon Musk.
Bob, Bill Gates. I
Ellen.
said Bob.
Bob Gates.
Bob Gates.
Holy
Fucking
fuck.
Bob.
That was worse than Bezos. Bob Gates.
I'm not
About
really
it.
sure what to say about Daredevil. I like the show.
The consensus seems to be that it's not as good, but it's still good. Disney
Yeah.
can't be too happy with the viewership they're getting on Daredevil.
Does
Um,
anybody else think why Netflix? I can't think of a single show to watch on there.
I know.
No,
I don't understand it.
But yeah,
Nothing.
I did. Did you guys see that the Disney reports? It said like Q4 like dipped. It said
Okay.
like there was a dip in viewership, and I will say
Really?
with Daredevil, the
Yeah.
dialogue in the new show seems fine. I have no problem with
Yes.
the dialogue.
Mhm.
The cinematography feels different. It feels lower in quality.
I'm not a fan entirely of the CGI when he fights. I think it's very noticeable, but
As I said, okay, with these shows, we have gotten used to like bigger budgets. But it's like if you go watch the Flash show and Arrow show, it's better than that. So it's like I always try to compare it with other TV shows because that's technically what this is.
Yeah.
It's like a TV show with a bigger budget. So there's a lot of stuff I can let slide. And also, I believe season 2 will be a lot better.
it will be. Yeah, they know what they're
See,
doing now. So
but
sure.
No
when-
reshoots.
when I look at the quality and I compare it to just the Walking Dead spinoffs,
Yeah.
the Walking Dead spinoffs look so much better. It's insane. There's the Walking Dead spinoffs. There's Last of Us.
You know what? I believe it.
There's Fallout. It all looks so fucking real.
They
And
had
the
a
quality's
different-
like so cinematic. You watch this Disney Plus
Yeah.
shit, and it's just so fake. Like just
Well,
stupid.
No, I was like, that's what I said in my review. There's something about these Disney Plus shows that seems so fucking fake. I don't
Yeah.
know what it is. They don't feel like real TV shows.
Yeah,
I don't know what. Like, I'm maybe it's cinematography, the choice of angles, but
I think it's that Disney chooses to do too much CGI. So that what happens is when you have too much CGI and it's
Yeah.
rushed, you end up Yeah, it's rushed. You have too much CGI and it ends up getting rushed, which means you lack these they lack like the coolness because what am I trying to say? They're not good. You know what I mean? You rush them so they're not good. That's all I had to say. What was happening to me? My brain was so it's like, but with like Fallout, it seems like they have time and they have established shots. But these shows that you just mentioned, Fallout, The Walking Dead, other ones you said, they use a lot of practical effects.
Yeah.
Daredevil's like using a lot of CGI.
There was a lot. And Force, you pointed out one when they're closing the door, how noticeable that was.
Holy fuck.
You
can tell it's green screen is insane.
Yeah, and that is pretty bad.
Because one thing is the CGI and the directors use darkness to hide like CGI because that helps. But it's like you could tell CGI was bad in the dark.
Yeah, there's a lot of implied things that they did the stuff better in Netflix. I like that version of Daredevil a little bit more. I noticed Daredevil doesn't act blind as much as he used to. If you notice when he's speaking to people, sometimes he's doing it right. Other times he's looking directly at their eyes. So it's like, hey, come on.
Yeah.
You can't be seeing that.
And what, see, that's what I mean. But like, I can look past a lot of it because it's a TV show. And it's like go watch the Flash CGI, go watch Supergirl CGI. And like, it's close to almost Power Rangers. Like it's so fucking bad. Those shows.
That's
so
very true.
Those CW shows are fuck shitty ass.
Like fuck. I guess you can't really show it. This shot here, like that when Negan's like swinging the bat, just the city environment looks so fucking good. Like watch it right away. Like this. It was like a fucking movie.
Yeah, they had a lot of opportunity.
Well, I have no problem with how
kind of things.
Like this is all practical.
Yeah, but like just the look of it though, the way it looks.
Yeah, director
doesn't
really
look
does
so
matter a lot.
Like foggy or whatever.
How dare you?
How can we not talk about that? Okay, spoilers, everyone. You know what happened by now. If you care about Daredevil, Foggy dies.
Yes.
Season episode 1. So apparently, let me just preface this because this show was reshot to hell. So basically, episode 1, completely new episode. That was not in the original version of the show. Episode 2 was actually the first episode originally. And that means we would not, there was no mention of Karen. There was an implied Foggy death off screen. So, yeah.
Okay. So episode 1, like I said, CGI alone, that fight scene at the beginning with Bullseye killing people, Daredevil saving them. I thought that was awesome.
Oh yeah. And apparently it was a dirty cop that killed Foggy originally. They replaced it with Bullseye. Doesn't make any sense. Like what you were questioning before, because like what's Bullseye's motivation? He doesn't have one against Foggy or Karen.
I know. I was like, does Daredevil know who Matt is? Like, I was very confused. And
wait, what? Does Daredevil know who Matt is?
Bob Gates.
You don't know who the same person. Do they know each other?
Yeah, I'm an idiot. I fell for his disguise.
Yeah. Somehow you just avoided that.
I watched the whole show. I think there's two different people.
Why isn't Daredevil helping Matt?
Why am I following Matt and Daredevil?
Yeah.
Yeah. Does Bullseye know who Daredevil is? Like,
not directly. No, there was never a scene where he's like, "What?" You know what I mean?
I thought that's what it was because I remember them fighting in Fisk's house. I remember that. I remember Bullseye. So I was like, does he know who he is and he's targeting Foggy because it's like
he does know? Yeah,
he does.
He was like taunting Karen that one time, right?
Yeah, that's because of this personal issue with Karen, though. I don't know if you think he knows Matt.
Oh, okay.
And his back was broken by Kingpin, and he was kind of knocked out. And then Matt took off his mask in the final confrontation with Kingpin. So I don't think he knew, unless there was an off-screen,
But
who's he working for? I'm confused.
Did Bullseye kill Foggy because of Karen?
Maybe he was just. But why is he pissed at Karen? Did I miss something?
Maybe it's going to be explained in episode 3. Did any of you watch it?
I did. Episode 3, I watched it. It's a good episode. There's no action really, but
they focus on the White Tiger. It's a new character. Nothing on like Foggy. Just
is Bullseye. Do you see him in prison?
No, nothing.
And apparently Bullseye, he does come back later, but I don't think he's a focus at all.
Maybe we learn his motivations. Maybe it's supposed to be a secret, but I do think they killed Foggy and got rid of Karen. Because if you notice, they replaced them. Yeah, we now got Kristen and fucking Cherry.
Yeah,
not Jerry. Cherry. And I really just think it's because they were returning, they had to pay them more, and they didn't want to.
Oh, and yeah.
Doesn't
AM
that make
studios do
sense?
that.
It's
Yeah.
like, because why would we replace them with exact same people? Like, if you wanted to hurt Matt,
Yeah.
bring in Rosario Dawson's character again. Kill her.
There's something.
Oh,
yeah, you're right.
Like, there's a lot of people that you could have axed to get a big reaction out of Matt.
Exactly. And Karen does die in the comics, but like no one do that. Then you could do the night nurse.
Yeah.
I think she was called.
Everybody does.
Yeah.
Yeah, but with that,
If you can get Patton, like there's this funny scene I pointed out. I think I talked to you about it, where Kingpin wants to threaten the police commissioner, or he doesn't want him to quit because he wants his police force. So he's blackmailing him
Oh yeah.
with a photo of his family, but he hides the photo under some wrappings for a sandwich. It's a Subway sandwich. And after the very end of the scene, he's like, "That was a shit. That sandwich is terrible. Why did you eat the sandwich?" You know what I mean? Like he was like, "I got to blackmail this guy. I got a photo. Give me a sub." You know what I mean? Like what? I don't know. That's such
yeah, I
a
think it'd
funny
be
way
more
to do
menacing
it.
just to slide the picture over, because if like nobody else knows what the picture's for.
It's just a funny thing for Kingpin to do. Like don't quit just yet. Or pulls up the wrapping. I don't know. There's like funny tones with that.
There is a lot of shots that I like in this thing where they're focusing like, I love that diner scene. I think that was cool.
Yeah.
There's a nice little sit down, but it's really funny because I told Christian about this when we talked about it, but like they're sitting in the diner and Matt's like, "Oh, I'm done with Daredevil after Foggy," but he's like, "It's the Kingpin. But if you ever come back, I'm fucking suiting up again." Like, it's like, he doesn't even care anymore. He's just like, it's so strange. It's like, "Oh, I'm done. Fuck Daredevil. Can't do it after Foggy." Yeah. But then right, like couple scenes later, he's just with Kingpin in the diner and he's like, "But if you ever come back, the mask is going on and fucking kicking your ass."
See, I wish we could talk about the ending of episode 2. Like with, what happens there?
3?
No, the ending of 2.
Oh, 2.
If you remember what happens?
Yeah, he falls in a pothole?
No, well, not just without saying it. But if you remember what happens there,
Watch it.
Oh, you
like,
didn't watch it? Okay.
And then like in episode 3, it's just like you kind of see like afterwards. I'm just like, how does any of this shit make sense? And also, like, what happened to that other person? And there's like no mention of anything.
Oh,
and like that was so fucking
2. I talked to you about that.
I don't know.
This is all ambiguous.
But it's just in general.
I'm waiting for fucking piss balls over here.
It's because I mentioned it. I'll be vague just to see if you know. But two people get beaten really hard. Off screen.
These adjectives.
But remember they got, and I was like, how the fuck is he gonna get away? What's he gonna do now? Remember, I think we talked about this when you called me.
Like I said, I watched half.
But yeah, okay, it's.
Oh wait, is that in the cab?
No.
I remember there's some
Wolverine?
old guy sitting in the cab, and then Daredevil's like beats up a bunch of guards.
Maybe
This is a really like nothing conversation. Nobody knows what's going on.
I'm trying to avoid spoilers. But yeah, no, it's not even that important. There's like logical inconsistencies in the show.
See, I think
like that.
I think the show's all right though.
Really, yeah, exactly.
It's
a good show.
It's outrated. Like it's 8 out of 10 compared to the other Daredevil, which I would say is a 10. So,
but imagine if this is a Daredevil movie. And
I know.
Put Punisher show
Ben
up.
Affleck back.
And like
all Disney Plus shows end terribly. So I
don't know.
Yeah.
I think Daredevil works as a show like it did for a lot of seasons. I think it does. I think it's because Daredevil is really surrounded by politics most of the time. And I think that works out great for a show. With a movie, like we tried the movie once, didn't work.
It's kind of funny how they just kind of talk about, like I'll be vague about it, but Daredevil's in a courtroom and he's just like, judge, or like jurors, he was not wearing his amulet of Kamra that gives him super strength. And then he goes on and says, "What? This is normal life, I guess, in the MCU."
Yeah, I know.
It's just a very serious setting. Then he's like, "Yeah, he wasn't wearing his fucking spandex in his underwear and his ring out."
To see in the first season of Daredevil how it was connected to the MCU, like they talk about the attack on New York and fucking shit like that, and like legal proceedings, and it's really cool when you watch those first things and they start their law office and shit. Like that's cool. But yeah, the way that Daredevil ties into the MCU trickled off.
Are we liking the characters? Detective Candy, Detective
Jerry.
Jerry.
You like Jerry?
What do you think?
I think
I feel like he's missing backstory, but he's fine.
I think
He's kind of out of nowhere. It's like you're best friends with him. Okay.
The funny thing is, I think Foggy is not a good actor, but in that first episode of this one, Born Again, I thought he was doing the best acting I've ever seen him do, and then he fucking dies. This guy's finally got the sauce, and then you kill him, and then you bring in Kirsten, who can't fucking act. I didn't. Oh, you know what? That's
Kirsten.
so harsh. But I thought her acting was subpar.
Kirsten, the new Karen, or yes, no, new Foggy.
I think she's the new Foggy. She's she's with him. See, that's the thing. She's like his partner again. They just replaced him. I swear it's because they didn't want to pay them.
It is weird, right? I don't understand that.
But I think I don't like them. They just seem like replacements, which isn't cool. And like I said, like even if you watch, there's some interviews before this where fucking Charlie Cox and Vincent D'Onofrio are sitting there, and they're talking about. Charlie Cox is like, I still don't think this is the right thing to do. To kill Foggy, and it's not.
I don't think
really
they should have,
not.
honestly.
It's stupid.
I have their reservations, but it's not. Well, also was like it was not earned. It'd almost be better if it was off screen in a way.
Now, because like when in the show, when Daredevil and Foggy got together, there was moments of levity. Now everything just seems like business and drama. You took away that friend aspect.
Yeah.
And like I understand, maybe you just want to do it because now you want to. Maybe it makes transition for Daredevil into the media of movies easier or other shows. Because it's like you don't have to include his friends. You just have to focus on Matt. Everybody else is throwaway. And that seems like what they're doing is because they want to take out explanations of, well, where's Foggy later? Where's Karen? Just focus on Matt because that's who Daredevil, that's what the show is. But it's like you took away a lot of the heart of the show.
Yeah. Yeah. I know you kind of need a character like that.
But just for my old television heart, if I see Spider-Man, Punisher, and Daredevil on the screen again, I'm going to come. Because do you remember that episodes of the old animated series where like Daredevil and Punisher, Punisher's on his fucking motorcycle with his gun and Spider-Man's swinging around the town. Then Daredevil shows up and he's like, that guy's a piece of shit. And then Spider-Man's like, well, let's fight him.
Apparently there is a cameo of the Marvel character that we know of. I don't know when it's going to happen, but it'll happen. It's vague, but
I just want a scene of Punisher in his truck, and then he's getting like, whatever. I guess I don't know. They'd probably do something similar to like AI or like I don't know what.
Yeah,
we know that whoever that is that's like talking to him, that computer guy. He tells him all the coordinates of where to go, this and that. Oh, just getting something like that where he's like in his big van driving around. He's like, oh, go here, blah blah this and that.
There's some funny thing. I mean, it's nitpicks, I guess. But remember, there's a scene where Daredevil is fighting someone, and then we see as the audience that person has a certain tattoo. I'll say, and maybe it's important, but Daredevil can't see it, and there's no way he can see it. So
I was so
usually you do that in a way where it's like that matters. It's with
No, I don't even know if there's
another
really
character that would call it out. But like you can also establish that they have a connection to that certain thing with another scene.
I mentioned it in my review of like the first episode or whatever. I was like, I was saying like Daredevil now knows that maybe there's a connection to the Punisher or something. I'm like, wait, you can't see. There was no acknowledgement. You can't see the tattoo.
You know what? Like Daredevil can like. He's got super. If you watch the show, he has no restrictions. He doesn't. He can like. Do you remember he could like see fucking Rosario Dawson's face for some reason? It was like all flames. That's he can see. So it's like he'd be like, oh, I can hear like the ink on the skin or something. And you can tell. Like there's no restrictions on Daredevil. He's pretty much. He's got all of his senses heightened and he can fucking see. Like it's very strange.
Yeah. I also chuckled at him saying, I'll never get to see Foggy again. See. You can't see him.
But he can. He sees them in fire.
But they don't know that. That's also why I complained about him not acting blind anymore. He's just walking around normally. Where's the coach that's like, look over here when he's talking to you there? So your pupils shouldn't connect.
He's doing that?
Yeah, now he's looking directly at you when he's talking.
I think
it's
there
not
was
always,
some, but yeah.
He's definitely not putting in the effort. Well, I don't know. That's harsh, but like pay attention to it next
in
episode.
Those seasons, those first couple ones, I'm shocked. He the way that he like looks.
I know,
He
yeah.
has the perfect, like, he studied that perfect mannerisms. Like, I was like, wow, this guy is convincing me that he's blind. Like,
Wow.
very well. And yeah, but anyways, so
So yeah,
first impressions of the show,
it's good. Let's see where it
I
goes.
want to see where it's going. I can look past the CGI just because I think it's a lot better than a lot of TV CGI. And honestly, Bullseye was fucking badass in that opening.
She walking a bear.
That's a big
What?
fucking dog.
Yeah, good damn.
But
Anyways,
yeah,
sorry.
I want to see where Bullseye looked like a badass. He said he wanted to. The actor said he wanted to scare his fucking family with his performance. He said everybody thinks I'm such a nice guy. Watch this fucking show.
How do you survive the building fall?
I don't know. Matt's got superpowers. But yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
see, this is what I wanted to discuss.
Yeah.
Because when Karen's back is turned, she's got Foggy down on the ground. Sounds like she did it. And then you see Bullseye fucking hit the
Yeah.
ground, and then you see her stop and freeze.
Right.
Now, a lot of people had interpreted that she thought Matt fell and died. I thought she was scared because it was Bullseye, and now Matt got literally pushed, like he got pushed over the edge, metaphorically, like Bullseye did. And now because he's holding back almost like his Batman code, because that's shown throughout the show that he doesn't want to cross, he can't cross that line as well.
Yeah.
So it's like I thought it was like this pushed him over the edge to kill Bullseye.
Yeah,
I
that
had the
makes sense.
interpretation that she thought she lost all of her friends. Like, and then she, I guess, knew Matt was up there. So Matt fell. So she's like, please God, no, no, no. As she's turning around. That was my
Because she
interpretation.
still looked horrified when she saw Bullseye.
I just love the scene in general because the way he just
That was a great performance.
literally
from
just
her.
pushing him off. You just saw him like fall off. Like,
Yeah, he went
Yeah.
like this.
Because I
was just-
think she has
It's like,
complete
oh, no.
faith in Matt. I don't think she'd think he'd lose to Bullseye.
yeah.
And so I think it was just like she was like terrified that now Matt
Was there
has
a,
killed this guy and now he's as bad as the villains.
see, I feel like was there a moment where she looked up and was like, Matt? Or she was just
No.
like, Foggy.
Yeah, she was just
How'd she, the whole scene's confusing because, like, why did she think that was anything but like a sandwich falling? Because she didn't know they were fighting up
I
there.
think that's
Unless she heard like, I don't know.
See, but that's the thing. He removes his mask. Cherry comes upstairs, and now immediately we have somebody who knows, just so we can cut out Karen and Foggy to be like, oh, now Cherry's here. We pay him less.
Like, Cherry knows. Like, Cherry is the new Foggy, I guess. Kind of. I don't know.
This is a big
They're
Daredevil
a bunch of
conversation.
people,
But did you
but
see
yeah.
that time where Daredevil was on Instagram? Speaking of
Yeah.
Instagram.
No.
So me and Forrest, we're going hard on Instagram now.
Yeah.
I just created one. He's had one for a while. Did it. So I don't know how Instagram works.
Yeah.
I'm learning how to post. Like I've posted in my story on accident. I'm trying to post reels. So I'm posting some reels. So I try to always go to find like where the fuck my reels are. I think it's like the second to last button on the right. So it's like I click it, but then it
Oh.
starts playing a different reel. I don't know what it is,
oh, okay.
what that button is. So it starts playing a reel. And then it's this woman, this bigger Asian lady
Yeah.
with this little taco in her hand. She gets up, puts it between her legs, farts fucking right on it, and then eats it.
Oh,
Now I'm disgusted.
Of course.
Okay. Now I'm disgusted. I'm like, oh, gross. But I'm like, I'm going to send this to you guys. I'm going to be like, check out this food review. So
Yeah.
now how YouTube goes and how TikTok goes on the right, there's usually the button that looks like an arrow at the bottom, and it's the share button.
yeah.
So I'm like, oh, I'm going to share this. So I click it. Now, whatever happened was that like, it chucked me to a different video of another guy farting. I'm like, oh no. So I try to scroll away, and it's all fucking people farting on food.
God.
And I'm terrified. And I'm like, no. And then it's like I close the app and I pop it up. Now it's in the algorithm.
That's-
It's still there. People are farting on
This-
food, and I'm stuck in this.
That's
Now I can't get it off my
disgusting.
phone. Every time
Oh
I open Instagram, people are farting on shit.
That's so gross. Like, why? Never. I don't care for how much money. I would never do that.
Thousands of likes. Many comments and views.
Why are people like, oh, this new meta? We got to get on it. Didn't
But
fucking
that's
know.
the crazy. That was the thing. It's like you see this woman, and she has a taco, and you have no indication she's sitting down. There's nothing like I'm gonna fart. Nothing. Just gets up, puts it between her legs. I'm like, what the fuck? Then
Yeah.
and then eats it.
Yeah,
And look at Brand. He's terrified. I don't think he said a word this whole podcast.
He's
Where are
horrified from
you
it.
right now?
I'm just listening.
For podcast reasons.
You
Oh,
got anything
no.
you want to talk about?
No, you're telling Daredevil.
Yeah, that's
What about
true.
the
That's
farting?
true.
How do you feel?
You saw my homepage.
What if you saw that? Like,
I don't
like and subscribe.
I wouldn't care.
It's liking it.
Like and subscribe.
Like-
Do you have Instagram, Ray?
No.
What? So
Yeah.
what social medias do you have?
I don't know. I didn't make one, but it was for something else. I guess, but I didn't get it.
You seem scared. What's going on? Do you have a Reddit?
No.
You have a Reddit.
No, I don't have one.
I saw that little
Oh,
smile.
Instagram, I think, is like, I feel like it's the stable social media out of like,
Way
you
of
know,
the
like
future.
the TikTok stuff. Anyways, TikTok maybe is stable. I don't know. It just seems like there's a bunch
Okay.
of issues lately.
Staple.
We just so like the craziest thing is we've talked about this before, but Facebook was everything, and then people and YouTube, Facebook and YouTube were everything,
Mhm.
and then all people did was steal little parts of it and make their own social media,
Yeah.
and then they just started adding other fucking. So they're all the same.
Yeah.
If you look at it, they're all the same.
Yeah.
It's kind of all born from Facebook in some way.
They all got their own version of Reels. You can all post videos. You can all post pictures, like a YouTube on your channel. You can post pictures.
Mm.
They all got a feed. They all got like Twitter's the same thing. You post videos. You post Reels. They all have the same components. Now, if there's ever a social media that's posted where you can do something different, or there's like 3 different features, we steal that one feature and we make our own social media about it.
So you
We
do
always
it.
take the best part.
Like Vine to TikTok was just like make it a little longer.
So
Yeah.
I learned what Kick is the other day. So it's basically like Twitch.
Yep. It's like they
Yeah, I'm
they
on it.
actually sponsored Ninja at the time, very popular, to go over there, and then it didn't work. Nobody followed. So
Yeah, I didn't
this is
realize
what
that
it-
Kick was like a real thing.
Kick is
So I-
now just
Oh.
the place that Twitch streamers go to, like, oh, not Twitch streamers, but streamers go where they're like, they make, I don't know, it's like live pranks where they're like, hey, watch me push this old man on the sidewalk, and then people are like, whoa, it's stupid shit like that, yeah. So
fucked
it's
up.
where like degenerates go, and that's why we was make shit about Kick, jokes about Kick.
Where'd the sun go?
I know, right? We're talking about Kick. He'll come back when we stop.
Yeah, because we always make the joke that Brandon would fucking soar on Kick with his radical views. You should make a Kick. That'd be hilarious. But yeah, there's also people. I remember like there was like at the height of streaming, everybody started a streaming thing, and people like got offered by Facebook. Remember Facebook streaming?
Yeah.
Who the fuck wanted
Nobody
to stream
would
on
go to-
Facebook? Was it called Meta streaming? I can't remember.
That's
Who
such a bad idea.
And when did Facebook go? Well, Meta's the company.
Yeah.
Now Facebook's just a part of it.
Yeah, it's like Alphabet owns Google. When before that wasn't a thing, they just kind of made it a thing.
I remember because before the entire company was called Facebook.
Yeah.
And when people heard that they were going to Meta, I remember everybody was like, oh, now Facebook's going to be called Meta.
I
It
like
was
to-
like how X became Twitter.
it's all because of the metaverse, and it's like that
Wait.
died. It fucking died.
It said that in
quick.
reverse.
I just miss MySpace.
I don't remember it too
Oh,
well.
the coolest thing. Well, it was like you made a website. It was-
Yeah.
imagine it's Facebook, but when you click on something, it doesn't have a layout. You create the layout.
Oh, that's
And
cool.
you can create a background. I remember you went on my page, it had shit everywhere. It had like a list of like a top 10. As soon as you went there, it started playing a Rob Zombie song.
Yeah.
I had videos on it. So it's like you went there and it's like you had like, I had the House of a Thousand Corpses trailer on there.
Yeah.
And it was like, it was a web page.
It was just a way to
It's really
design what you're like, basically. People can check out shit you like.
See, we bring it back.
Yeah.
We bring
Yeah.
that aspect. We focus on
That's funny.
customization because that's what everything's missing. Your own personality to the page,
Yeah.
right?
Mm.
But we add reels.
Yeah. I never used
That's what everybody does.
MySpace, but I used freewebs.com where you can make your own website. And then I added the same shit like music in the background, other shit. I didn't know MySpace was a thing. I guess I could have just used that.
Yeah, because Facebook is like that. Okay, Facebook's the hub, right? Well, it's not Pornhub.
The hub.
But like Facebook is like if you look at it, it's like everybody's got the same hub. It's your feed. It's like blah blah blah. It all looks the same.
Mhm.
But that's the thing is like everything's missing your own personality. And I feel like people like that. They like customization. Can you imagine you go to For's page and it's like rock and roll for life or whatever,
Well,
leather jackets.
That's kind of what Instagram I think it is now, because people want their Instagram to look a certain way. All the pictures that they post, it's all going to look a certain way. It's all a certain thing. That's the only thing I really think about. Everything else is just posts.
I know, but can you imagine you go there and then like a song plays and it's got like a cool like background that you can like customize with like flowers.
Well,
and
YouTube
shit.
had that back in the day. They had backgrounds.
Dude, back in my day, we could set backgrounds on YouTube or channels.
Yeah, and remember you could like
That
can you imagine like you could like control widgets, like move them around, like it's like plug and play. Like that's what these things are missing. What we should do. We got to, what would we call it? Your space.
Like my space.
Yeah, we'll call it your space, or we'll just call it home.
And
What's called?
We'll call it my home.
My home.
My portal, or we'll call it Portal Palace, Mind Palace.
Mind Palace. Oh God, not Mind Palaces. I hate that in Alan
and the
Wake.
logo will be
We all
like that's pointing your space.
Yeah, yours.
Just have a Hulk. Just have the Hulk
You and
hand.
I. Sync.
Just have the Hulk
Yours.
hand. Your space.
Yeah, we'll have two people pointing at each other.
Just- and they should be laughing like they're making fun of you. You
Yeah,
fucking
you
stupid.
go like this for some reason. I'll go like this, so it makes a circle. So it's infinite. Your space. Do it.
I mean, okay.
Do it.
Wait, what?
Go like this. Yours.
Okay.
Why am I eyes closed?
I thought it would be like pointing directly at them.
Well, what are we, Uncle Sam?
No, they should be on the ground and we'd be like in the motion of kicking them.
Why do you want me on the ground?
I said to them. We're both kicking them.
Oh,
yeah.
We're kicking people. No,
Yeah,
we're
I
just
don't know.
calling it kick.
Yeah,
That's the logo
Yeah.
for kick. Just somebody kicking
I don't
somebody
know
while
what
they're
we're
on the
talking about right now.
We're talking about your space. Find it next year. We're launching your space. You know, I tried to buy budge.com.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody owns
Really?
it. Somebody owns budge.com.
Not big budge though.
It's true. But I wanted budge.com because I used to say on the previous podcast, I'd always say, like, when I did with my siblings, oh, yeah, and follow me at budge.com. Budge.com didn't exist. So
Oh, yeah.
it's just like really funny because there's no place to find me except where I am. But social media. What are we talking about?
Do we want to talk about other things? Lilo and Stitch?
I will, but I just
Okay.
there was something I wanted to say about this. Okay, websites. Yeah, okay. Let's cut all that. So websites.
Yeah.
Is there any point, like, do YouTubers have websites now? Do they anymore? Is there a point to it? Do you think there's any
there's
point to have a website unless you're selling something?
Yeah, I think it's only literally if you want to sell merch and you want to not do it through like YouTube or something.
Well, even then, I don't know if there's really a point because like
you could have your own distribution.
People just have Shopify.
Shopify, or like, I'm imagining MKBHD, which I think does his own thing.
Yeah,
but it depends. Like if you got sponsorships, there's a lot of ways you can go about it. But yeah, there's no point of having a just subscribe website.
Yeah.
Yeah, but okay, but would you want to like buy a domain just to have it? Should we buy a domain? What are we talking about? Should we?
I mean, I don't
it's like
know.
buying a house together, a joint mortgage.
Yeah.
It's like, should we buy a domain? Should we buy like what? Okay, what would our company name be? Because we got a lot of little things. We got Big Budge Twitch, John Odd Streaming. We got Appetite for the D-Streaming. We got Empty Minds, Mini Minds.
It's got to have minds in it because that's our thing.
This is what I'm really curious about. So Twitter went to X, but I remember when they were first saying that somebody already owned the domain x.com.
Yeah,
that weird.
Elon just bought that out.
The domain. Did you say doname?
Domain. I'm pretty sure it's a domain. I don't know.
Yeah,
but I'm wondering. I'm like, so did they have to pay that person?
Yes.
Yeah, that happens a lot with like Disney would buy like some asshole bought LiloandStitch.com. Let's buy it. Speaking of what, no, I'm just kidding. But that's what they would do.
Okay. So yeah, because people do that. They will buy domains just so other people have to buy them from them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Which is a smart way to make easy money. Just like there's people who sign up for class actions. You can go on classaction.com and be like, they'll be like, oh, this weird Lucky Charms class action. You'll be like, hi, Lucky Charms, sign up. And then maybe like 4 years down the line, they're like, here's $80.
Oh,
yeah, because you can sign up for
That's
a lot
weird.
of, or it's like if you owned a Honda Civic. I signed up for one because there was a thing for Honda Civics between a certain year. It's like I drove one, so it's like, yep, sign up for that class action. So yeah,
that's how you do it.
and who knows? Maybe it's a big class action. Only 1,000 people showed up. You get a big fucking sum.
Mm-hmm.
Did you hear about the weird thing with the domain where it's like they sold those Wicked dolls? Did you hear about it for the movie Wicked?
Yeah, there's something with that.
Of Alphaba, but at the back it said wicked.com. And people went to wicked.com and it was a porn site.
Oh.
It was supposed to be wickedmovie.com, but they only put on wicked.com.
Yeah,
so
that's
instead
a
of right to
problem.
porn. But yeah, our business name. Would it be Fields Apart? Would that be the conglomerate? Or would we have
No, that makes us seem like we're like in agriculture. Like we're working we're tilling the fields.
That's true. It should be something with mines.
Yeah, I guess whatever it would be, it wouldn't be what a website would be though, because it would just
Between
be
the
like
mines.
Our website should be the same as our conglomerate.
Maybe.
Well, is there an alphabet.com? Or is that just a business
Alphabet?
name?
Oh yeah, website name could differ. Depends on what we want to do.
Yeah, because like what is something that like all encompasses? Like complete minds or like full minds. Who cares? But anyways, you know what you can really think about in your mind, and you know what I had a lot to think about was the Lilo and Stitch trailer.
People, I think, like it. I haven't really tried to read the audience.
I enjoyed it.
I didn't mind it. Yeah, I haven't seen the original since it came out like 50 years ago, so I don't quite know.
See, and a lot of people always say, why do these things exist? Why do they need to exist?
And so why not?
But then they go back and they watch The Jungle Book and they're like, this movie's awesome.
Mm.
And it's like, that movie can exist. Same with this one. Maybe it's good. Maybe it's just like The Jungle Book. But it's like, we got to give these a chance because honestly, seeing Stitch in live action, going around, having fun, I love that.
Yeah, and why not? Like, you haven't thought about this series in forever. So it's bringing it back to a new audience, a new like generation.
Yeah.
Stitch? I'm always like fucking around.
I've never really watched it. I just remember it being in trailers for movies back in the day.
You know what? I haven't watched it either. That's why I'm excited for this movie.
Yeah, new generation.
Snippets. I've seen bits, parts with you know what? I might have seen it. I probably did. I've seen a lot of these old Disney movies, but I just can't remember. But I remember like a lot of the movies, so I probably saw it. Also, played in Kingdom Hearts. And you learn a lot of the stuff.
Kingdom Hearts live action. Kingdom Hearts with live action would never happen. There's so many properties.
Oh yeah. But as we said, hire me as Leon. I'm growing out my hair. I'll dye it brown. That's his hair color, right?
I think it's like blondish brown.
I don't know.
Dirty blonde?
I don't know what that is, honestly.
Dirty.
His weird hair color.
He's a little dirty blonde.
Well, I think it's dirty blonde. Is that, did I say
Naughty
that right?
blonde.
He's a little dirty.
Yeah.
I think it's like that in number 4, but sometimes it's darker.
That's
like other
true.
games.
I don't know.
I from what I saw with the trailer, and I also like the advertising campaigns they're doing for this movie. Did you see like at the Super Bowl they had like a thing where Stitch was driving the fucking, you know those little carts that they have that wheel people around?
Oh yeah.
He was like driving that, running into shit, and it's like he jumps out. Ah! So it's like that was cool and that's fun. I always love these. Love that. I just love their little. I love advertising campaigns that are really smart, like the fucking smile ones, the creepy people.
Oh yeah,
just
or
fucking smiling.
the Squid Games, those people entering a bus. I love that video. Squid Game guy was dressed up. They're entering a subway. One guy's subway door closes. One guy's left behind. They're like, "Fuck."
Or that 3D fucking like for the Resident Evil TV show that sucked. That 3D thing where the liquor, it looks like he comes out of the TV.
Oh, the corner of that building where it's like 3D. That's
super cool. What are some other cool advertisement campaigns?
They did like
a few good ones.
Minions in the Los Angeles Dome or whatever that is.
There's a big one that I'm forgetting, and it was a really cool advertisement campaign. But yeah, so Lilo and Stitch. I have a problem with the little girl's acting.
Oh yeah, it's never gonna be that exceptional. But
And was this one meant for theaters? Was this originally planned for Disney Plus? Because they've been doing that, which means just like the Moana one, it was like that was meant for a Disney Plus series, and they made it into a movie, and it wasn't as good. I'm sorry if you guys watched the scenes from that and stuff. It doesn't hold up the first movie. The first one has the movie feel. The second one feels like episodes.
I wonder
of a TV
why
show.
they wanted to do a TV show in the first place. Wasn't Moana successful? Like, it was,
yeah,
it was very successful.
It's just Disney wanting more shit for Disney Plus.
I guess so.
Well, yeah, like Monster. We talked about Monsters at Work before. Nobody knew it existed.
I didn't. Yeah, I was surprised. I was like, "What the hell is this?" It's Monsters Inc. It's all the Monsters Inc. characters. It's like a TV show.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
And it was canceled.
Yeah, no advertising.
Nobody knows
Disney
about
Plus. I swear to God, get rid of it. I don't like it.
I've always said it was fucking stupid. When they first announced it, I was like, people are gonna. I thought it was amazing to watch old Disney movies, and after that was it. And
See, I think keep it around for the classic content.
Exactly, but don't be
Good shit.
releasing
Keep
Daredevil
it around for
on
all
it.
your stuff. And you know what? Maybe release some movies on there, but don't release a lot and make new stuff.
Yeah,
Like, because this is big for kids, right? Like, that's, I love that we're all fucking old men
They
talking
got
about kids movies.
Bluey or some shit, right?
We're
I
old
think.
men
Yeah.
bitching about fucking Moana. All like 30-year-old men.
I didn't say
Moana
Disney Ploosh.
fucking sucked.
never
That's
saw
fucking
it.
funny. But yeah, I don't. They didn't have Lin-Manuel Miranda back to write the song, so they weren't as good. And it was just like you could tell that the effort wasn't as good. But they were just like, "Hey, you know what? That's crazy to think." The series was done, and they were just like, "Hey, you know what? Let's just try to make this a movie." You know why? Because we can make fucking a bunch of. Don't do this.
what?
This is the end of the podcast. You guys are
my energy's
distracted.
up. My energy's up now.
Mhm.
He's
Keep
watching
going.
it.
Brian, don't watch.
I'm gonna add.
He's watching
I'm
it.
moaning. They're watching porn right now.
Yeah, he's gonna cut to you guys watching porn. Stop watching it.
Anyways, I guess that's a good wrap up point.
Yeah, I guess we're done.
I was gonna mention. Did you guys get your tickets to Minecraft yet? Or no?
No.
I think I'm gonna pass on it.
Well, I'll probably go with Darren, but I just haven't thought of it. When does it come out? This weekend?
I don't know.
April 3rd, 4th. There.
Okay, so that weekend. Yeah, I'll probably go. I'll probably buy tickets to it.
Brian, you going to the forest or something?
I don't know. What day?
I'm gonna be going.
April 3rd.
I don't even know. It's like a Thursday, or I don't know when I'm going. Somewhere
Yeah,
around there.
I'll probably call my little brother after this and see if he wants to go and then buy tickets. I haven't gone to the movies in a while, which is
I know.
weird for us.
It is
Yeah.
true.
There was like a
Actually-
while where we were going every fucking weekend.
Actually, usually I used to go a couple of years, or I'd be like, I used to go once a year before.
Oh yeah.
But in the last couple of years, it's like all the time
Fuck yeah, I remember
because
like
of
there was like 1 month we went. Oh,
Oh man.
the month that Godzilla came out,
I
we
know.
watched a lot of movies.
I want Godzilla
Mm.
Kong again.
Ah, more Godzilla movies.
Yeah.
There should be one every 6 months.
Exactly.
They are doing like a sequel, aren't they?
Yeah.
Oh,
it
yeah.
is.
They're doing. It's already in production. It's already on its
Soon.
way. You know, not a lot of cut the people. They're learning. Cut the people more. Keep them only in for comic relief.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Conjuring 4 is coming up. Just
Conjuring
exciting.
4? Yeah, you know what? I'll watch
What is
that.
it called? The Devil.
I think it's just
Devil
called
did it
Conjuring
again.
4.
the devil made me do
No,
it.
Conjuring 4
Devil
Last
made me
Rites.
fucking do it.
Oh yeah.
This has someone crying to cover it. Devil made me do it.
They just add a fucking in the title. Devil made me fucking do it.
Yeah.
Freaking do it.
But yeah, so it's just
Yeah,
like
Conjuring.
I'm Minecraft movie. I'm actually excited for. I'm not one of these fucking. And yeah, I looked it up. So what it is that what they had on Netflix. I was a bit wrong. There's one thing that they had on Netflix, and it was actually a game. They had like the Telltale Minecraft story mode on there,
right.
but it
Yeah.
was done like a TV show. So it's like that's cool. Play that, but it's like make some Minecraft TV shows for these people. They'll watch it. It's like have your live action shit, and then it's like.
I'm surprised they didn't do like the more content with Minecraft. YouTubers have been making so much money off Minecraft for years.
If this
Yeah.
movie performs well, most likely. That's what people also don't understand. This movie has so many references to Minecraft. It's going to be whatever. Go see it. This is good for Minecraft if you go see it.
Mhm.
It will mean that you're going to get more Minecraft content.
Oh,
And you
yeah.
know what? People, they do listen to you. They do, and they're listening to more now than ever.
Mhm.
So it's like they hear these things that you're saying, so they know they did it, but go watch it. Because the more that you go watch it, the better that they are going to decide, okay, we need to do more. We got to listen to people. Also,
Yeah.
hopefully they're finally doing that back to Resident Evil with Resident Evil. Because holy fuck, have they released so many movies that haven't performed well, but they're still making more content? When are they just going to do it right? Who knows? But thank you all for watching episode 89, going on 90, geriatric podcast. Have a good one.
Yeah,
Jay,
so
who are you?
yeah, John Odds on Twitch, Film Tyrant on YouTube. Go check him out.
Also, John Odd Supercuts. And twitch.tv/Big Budge Mini Minds as well.
Mhm.
Our sweet dear Mini Minds. Follow us there. Going to go record some Newlyweds two-parter. Newlyweds, Christian and Forrest just married. Incest. And Brandon and me. Kind of incest. So go watch Brandon at
Pop up.
twitch.tv/Bobbity188.
I gotta
Appetite for the Dead.
make myself pizza pop or something.
Let's talk about that
Hungry.
Coca-Cola orange and cream branded stuffing down his ass. How is it? Give us a review.
Yeah.
You're not on camera. It's playing.
How does it compare to the other one? Oh, yeah, like
We're
it's better.
doing the outro.
Wait a second.
No, but there's no
camera.
video.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah, so how is it? Give
sugar
us a
is
quick
probably-
one. Boo, boo, boo.
7 out of 10.
7 out of 10.
7 out of 10.
Okay, I really like them, but that's the 0 one. I like them. I thought they were like 8.5 out of 10. Orange cream fucking juicy. It's
Damn.
like very
Okay.
orangey.
Super.
Mhm.